So what I'm curious about is, so I introduced you as startup addict because that's how you self-describe startup addict. You were last time, when you were on the show.
Yeah.
Now, San Diego Tea, Coffee, and Spice Company is no longer a startup.
No,
So
and it never really has been because I mean, it's been around since 1979, and then I've been involved in it since 2012. But we had other companies in between that we would move our focus to. And that was where, back to our Amazon, 1P was the right way to go at the time because you just get POs every week, right? Like you didn't have to manage all the other stuff we talked about on 3P. But now that we've sold the other companies, the coffee side is my priority, and that's what I'm focused on. And I'll advise people and consult other brands and startups and things like that. But for the interim, I don't see myself starting anything immediately or in the next year or so. But just focus on this and focus on my family for the time being, and then do something again late down the road.
so I can see that addiction is kind of subsiding it
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah,
As
I mean, there's a lot of risk that comes with it there, but there's a lot of reward, and we've had successes. And your priorities change a little bit. I'm sure as she gets older, like I'll have more, well, I say more time. I probably won't have more time, but I may have more itch to start something new or join a
Yeah,
startup.
itch is the word. So it's interesting because people start one thing and then entrepreneurs always, it's always roller coaster, right? So it's
Mhm.
always chasing something. Somebody gives an idea and suddenly you're going. And I was watching this documentary with about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this is it's the ultimate example of how, and this man had three successful, totally separate, one has nothing to do with the other, careers. and
Yeah.
and it was amazing to see that when you listen to him, he says, oh, I started to develop a vision. So it's always, and I was seeing myself in the window, posing. So that was his first one. And then he goes on to being an actor. And then, of
Mhm.
course, all of these had the same thing in common. You'll never make it. You'll never make it. You know,
Right.
you you have a terrible accent. You have no way. You are entertainment business. It's and then the guy becomes governor of.
Yeah, well, exactly. And I think it just comes like, or the right opportunity comes along or the right idea. Um, but I'm not staying up at night trying to think of ideas.
Yeah. I mean, they come to you, and then also it's your perspective as an entrepreneur is always different, right? So it's not like
Yeah.
somebody is going to tell you. It's you're going to develop your own perspective. So this was great, Craig. So it's always great to see, of course, and I feel like we had that episode recorded like last week, and
I know. It came when you reached out. I was like, wait, has it already been that long?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's amazing how, and I'm seeing all the old guests. It's great. So I have this idea. Maybe one day will become reality. But have some of the guests that attend and that we develop the relationship, keep in touch, and everything. Have like a I don't know, a weekend somewhere, like a convention kind of thing. It would be fun.
Yeah, a little mastermind.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's exactly that because during these episodes, it's always sharing ideas and what worked, what didn't work. So I read the reviews we get, and it's almost like people are tuning in to learn.
Yeah,
So
well, I think I said it once before, or maybe twice, but there's a lot of expertise in the Amazon world. So ask for help. Like, don't try to reinvent the wheel.
exactly.